I've never made a Walking Dead video, which is odd because The Walking Dead's easily one of my favorite shows out there. And I've been doing these videos for about a year, and Walking Dead was playing throughout the time I've been doing these videos, but I've never made a video talking about The Walking Dead. I'm going to change that. The Walking Dead is easily one of my favorite shows. I have plenty to say about the characters in the show, the situations, things like that, but that's not what I want this video to be about, because ultimately, as far as it goes as a show, I have two things to say about it. Two big things, both a negative and a positive. And for me, that just kind of sums up the show, what I like about it and what I dislike about it, just in two big things. So first off, my negative. When The Walking Dead was first announced as the AMC TV show, I had no idea about the comics. I knew nothing about The Walking Dead previously. All I knew is that AMC was making a show about zombies. I thought that was awesome. I wanted to watch a show about people fighting zombies, about surviving the zombie apocalypse. I thought that would be so cool. And I watched it, and I loved it. And then as I was watching it, I learned about the comics. I read the comics. I haven't read all of them. I'm actually... where the show is now is actually where I stopped reading. So from here on out, I have no idea what could happen in the show. In the beginning, I watched the show because it was a zombie show. Now, obviously, the show isn't about zombies. It's about characters. It's about these characters dealing with each other in this zombie apocalypse setting. It's a character drama. Everything's driven by the characters. However, it's still a zombie show, and personally, I need more zombies. The last episode I watched, the most recent episode I watched from when I'm recording this, there weren't a whole lot of zombies in it. And there are a lot of episodes where there aren't a whole lot of zombie attacks or zombies or anything like that. I want more of that. I love the characters, and I love the character drama, and I love the interactions, and I love the character developments they do. But sometimes they're a little too heavy on the character development and things like that, and not so much on the actual zombies. Maybe I'm just an action junkie, I don't know. But there are a lot of times when I finish watching an episode, I was like, oh, that was good, but I want more zombies. I want more zombies from the zombie TV show. That's my really only big complaint. And it's not so much a complaint, just a preference. Now, for my pro, for what I love about The Walking Dead, again, this is the one big thing that for me is probably the best reason I love this show. The dynamic of The Walking Dead is constantly changing from season to season. The season we're in now is completely different from the season we started in season 1. The characters have changed, the settings have changed, the situations have changed. In season 1, this was all new. They were just getting to know each other. They were trying to figure out how to survive. In season 2, they were trying to hold on to something that was their humanity, which they couldn't hold on to, that we saw in season 3 when they were trying to hold on to a home by any means necessary. In season 4, they dealt with the sickness, and I thought that was a brilliant plot, that they were dealing with this sickness that in normal circumstances would be easy to get rid of with medicine, but of course, because they're not in normal circumstances, it's a huge deal. So therefore, that small sickness became a huge thing for these characters to deal with. And then the characters dealt with being separated and being with characters that they normally wouldn't deal with. And then after that, we got to see how other groups survived, what they had to do, and the situations they were in to survive the zombie apocalypse. The landscape of The Walking Dead is forever changing. In the beginning, they were good guys. Now, slight spoiler, they're kind of the bad guys. Rick and his group are kind of the bad guys. Not I mean, it's definitely a little more complicated than that. But for the most part, they're the bad guys in the situation that they're in. And in the next season, it can be completely different. And that's what I love. The show is constantly changing. And that's probably the biggest positive thing I could say about this show. I know a lot of people are tired of it. They're tired of seeing Rick and his group. They're bored of it. And that's probably why they're coming out with the spin-off. Now, from what I know of the spin-off, I don't think it's following the comics. It takes place, I want to say, out west, I think in Los Angeles. And I think it's happening during the time of the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, which we missed because the story of The Walking Dead, of course, follows Rick, and he was in a coma during then. So we didn't really get to see that. Well, now we're getting a chance to see that. What I'm looking forward to in the spin-off is just a different landscape, different scenery. If it's out west, we'll either have deserts or we'll have more cities, which I'm kind of tired of the good old boy country southern zombie attacks, which, don't get me wrong, I love seeing zombies in the South. But I want to see zombies, in other places like New York and Los Angeles. So hopefully we'll get to see that and maybe see some zombie urban warfare. That'd be pretty cool. I'm also interested in seeing the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. That would be really interesting to see just how the governments responded to this threat. What do you think of The Walking Dead? I know a bunch of me and my friends have had these conversations and we have a lot of different opinions on it. So I'd like to know what you have to say. Comment in the video, let me know on Facebook, Twitter, and follow me on Instagram as well. And also subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. Until then, have fun. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.